What's up, guys? Hope you guys had fun at the draft last night. I actually enjoyed hosting. I thought it was really fun. Great draft. But I really hope you had fun because it's not going to happen next year at my house. I'm going to guarantee that. Anyways, I'm making a draft grade video like Cameron and hopefully a few other of you guys if you're up for it. So, without further ado, let's start off with the Comish, Ryan Giesis. Peyton Manning. I love and hate Peyton Manning this year. Obviously, he's going to put up big numbers, but he'll decline from his amazing numbers, which is still not much of a decline. Gore is questionable RB1 there, man. I think Ingram is still available. Should have taken him. More of an RB2. Murray, love Latavius Murray this year as an RB2. Really wish I had him on my team. Lots of upside if the Raiders are not stupid. Demaryius Thomas and Peyton Manning, that connection, man. Thomas is a beast like every year. Kelvin, solid wide receiver 2, same as Zach Ertz. Golden Tate, fine wide receiver 3. Nick Foles, weak QB2, man, but didn't have a lot of options there. Hopefully Manning can compensate for Foles' terrible play. Ravens, Bryant. I love Jennings and Charles Johnson as 2 value picks, sleepers. Brian Hoyer is, well, Brian Hoyer. Overall, Geese, based on your roster, I think I'm going to have to give you a solid B this year, but as it is every year, you always do good, so let's see if you can make the playoffs once more. Next up, Eli Wolf, and may I just say, Eli, I'm really pissed at you right now because I desperately wanted Matt Ryan to go with Julio Jones, 3rd consecutive year in a row that he's been stolen from me, and that's really pissing me off. Alfred Morris, low in RB1, but very, very consistent and reliable. Correll is more of a 3, but upside to be an RB2 with that offensive line and that terrible QB situation. Brown is a beast. I mean, great offense, great player, great hair, awesome. Johnson, pretty good at wide receiver 2. Allen, better hope he gets a lot of touchdowns. Roddy White declining, but can still play. Flacco, constantly underrated as a QB. I really like him as a QB too. Broncos, very good defense. Janikowski, I don't know what you were thinking. Spiller is a good RB3. Fitz, Garcon, man, you really like old receivers. This was 2009. This would be an amazing squad, but it's 2015. And, of course, Johnny Manziel. 2 years running. Don't know what you're thinking. Overall, Eli, based on this roster, I think I'm going to have to give it a B-. Next up, Dean Favetti, 2-time consecutive Fantasy Football League champion in the AC Style League, and someone's got to knock him off this year. Hate to say it, but Dean's got another really strong team. But, yeah, as we all know, he's probably going to blow it up with a bunch of trades, good or bad. We'll see what happens. Probably good, based off of last year. Don't trade with Dean. Bradford, Manning, love that duo. Would be fine if it was my team. Bradford, huge upside if he stays healthy for at least 14 games or so. He's a lock for the top 10 in that offense. Hill, love him. Could be top 5. Running back, Ingram, solid RB2. Nelson and Evans, what a duo. Bennett, reliable as they get. Consistent. Ellington, awesome RB3. Of course, Seahawks D, I don't know why you reach for them. I never reach for defense, but they're still amazing. Hauschka, Griffin, awesome upside as a QB3. But, of course, with Griffin and Bradford, those are 2 torn ACLs waiting to happen, so better cross your fingers. Cruz could have a bounce-back year. I'm thinking he will. Floyd, not a fan. Rather go with John Brown later in the draft. Bush is fine. Panthers D, stupid pick. Don't know why I'd go to defenses. Eifert, lots of upside. Hate to say Dean, but this is A-. Chance to be an A team if Bradford stays healthy. He will be back in the playoffs again if this roster stays intact. Next up, Blake Fisher. New team name, by the way. Quote, you know why I'm here, end quote. Of course, he has Marshawn Lynch, which I don't know why he has Marshawn Lynch. Could have had Eddie Lacy, Fat Eddie, or Le'Veon Bell. But Lynch is still solid. Romo, great. QB1. Dalton, I like him more than other people do. 2 years ago he was top 5, getting all his weapons back. If he can stay healthy, that offense will be amazing. Could be a Super Bowl contender if they didn't have Dalton, but nonetheless, I like him. Hyde, solid. RB2, Johnson, Megatron. You know, he's amazing. Sean Jackson's going to get you 25 or 3. Better play the matchups right. Witten, good tight end. Edelman, awesome. Wide receiver 3. Dolphins D. Man, I hope. I pray for those QBs who play that defensive line. Steve Smith, underrated. Last year in the NFL. Could be extra motivated. Shane Vereen, Blake Bortles, good upside. Overall, Blake, I'm gonna give this team a B-. Next up, Cameron. Thank you for that trade, by the way, Cameron. I really think it benefited my team and your team. So, Cameron, looking at your roster here, nice QBs. Tannehill will be top 10 this year. Kaepernick, lots of upside, but we'll see. Peterson and Murray, an amazing running back duo. If Murray can stay healthy and Peterson plays like he can. Jeffrey, low-end wide receiver 1, but solid nonetheless. Aguilar, love him, but more of a wide receiver 3. That could be question mark for you all year. Olsen, solid tight end. Yeldon, great RB3. Eagles D, don't know about that. Going for more of the special teams than the defense. Let's see, looking at your bench here, not bad, like Blue, bold and consistent. Gonna have to give this team another B-. Next up, Gubby, Chumbo Manziel. Don't know why you're late to the draft, bro. Don't know why you were late. Looking at his QBs, Rodgers is of course amazing, best player in the league by a mile. Alex Smith, ugh, man, not a great QB too. But at least he's consistent, you know, he'll get you 15, 18 points a game. Matt Forte declining, I think he has one good year left. I wouldn't have drafted him, but, you know. Stewart, very injury prone, but lots of potential as great RB2. Hilton, Hopkins, awesome duo. Heath Miller sucks. Brandon Marshall, that QB situation, we'll see what happens. Rams D, Crosby, great picks. Looking at the bench here, Gio, nice. Niall Davis, Cyrus, I have no idea why I did not draft Niall Davis. He's the best handcuff in fantasy right now. Really should have drafted him. Overall, Gubby, I think I'm gonna have to give this squad B. B-. B- for Gubby. Next up, Lucas. Consistently good fantasy owner. Knows what he's doing. Love the QBs this year. Once again, Luck, Rivers, amazing. Forsett, we'll see if he isn't or is a one-hit wonder. Gordon is a nice RB2. Cobb, awesome wide receiver 1. Landry's more of a 3 than a 2, but I like Bryant there. Wish he was on my team. Offer me trades for him, by the way. Daniels, sleeper tight end in that Broncos offense led by Peyton Manning. Jets D, awesome. Devonta Adams, a great sleeper. Cobb goes down. He's a wide receiver 1. Love him. I'm going to have to give this team a solid B+, Lucas. Great squad. Next up, Mini Geese. Youngest player in the league, but he gets it done. Good owner. Russell Wilson, love him. Garoppolo, hate him, but you got to get him because of Brady. Lamar Miller, not the best RB1. Coleman, huge question mark. I think that's going to be committee all year. Bryant, amazing. Amazing. Allen, not the worst wide receiver 2. Pretty solid. Graham, awesome. LaFell, good wide receiver 3. Cardinals D. Gostkowski, nice. Brady has a chance to come back with a vengeance after that suspension. He could have a really good year. But overall, I think I'm going to have to give this squad a C+. Next up, Brent Sanity Killers. Brendan. Consistently good fantasy owner. Drafts a good team. Looking at the QBs, Stafford, not great. Jameis, risky. Not in love with those QBs. Lacey, lucky enough to get him when Blake got Marshawn, awesome RB1. Darren McFadden as your RB2. Wow, that don't know about that, Brendan. That is Darren McFadden sucks. Better upgrade that position fast. Other than that, Odell, awesome. Cooks, amazing. Great duo there. Gronk is the Gronk. Robinson, lots of upside. Great flex. Packers D, Carpenter, you know. The huge. Mir Abdullah, great upside. Think he's a better pick than Joyke Bell. I'm looking at you, Cyrus. Overall, I think I'm going to have to give this team a B-. That Darren McFadden at the RB2 spot, I don't know about that, man. B- for Brendan. Next up, Cyrus. Team name still, I should have made playoffs. Get over it, Cy. I was Sacko, and you don't see me complaining. Drew Brees, Teddy Bridgewater, awesome QBs. I think Brees will decline, much like Manning, but still put up amazing stats. Bridgewater, potential to be top 10. I think he will be. If not, definitely top 15, top 12. Jamal Charles, awesome running back. Randall, potential to be amazing if he gets that job all to himself in Dallas. Green, expecting a huge year. Could be a top 3 receiver. Amari Cooper, awesome. Wide receiver 2, especially if Carr takes a step up. Walker quietly finishes tight end 3 last year. Good pick. Joyke Bell, hate him. Don't know why he's your flex. Doug Martin's a better option. Texans D, awesome. J.J. Watt, man, he's a beast. Dan Bailey. Looking at this squad here, Ryan Mallett is a questionable QB3, but you probably won't need him. Gonna give this squad a B+. Cyrus, done it again. Great squad. Next up, Ben Davidorf. Looking at the squad here, Ben. Cam Newton, awesome QB1. Cutler, not so much. LaShawn McCoy and Le'Veon Bell, that is an awesome duo. I don't know who to give it to between you and Cameron. Those are great running back duos. Nice pickup, by the way, with D'Angelo Williams to fill in for Bell. Sanders, low end wide receiver 1. Watkins, low end wide receiver 2. Questionable there. And that has the potential to be very frustrating. Jordan Cameron, lots of upside if he can stay healthy in that offense, but lots of other players looking for targets, so who knows. Colston, more of a 4 and a 5. Very bad flex. Bills, awesome defense. Gurley, great potential. If he plays like he did in college, you're going to have yourself one hell of a group of running backs, Ben. But given my concerns with the wide receivers and Jay Cutler, Marcus Colstonish, I'm going to have to give this team a B-. And last but certainly not least, yours truly, Mr. Sacko, me. And I have to say, I like my squad this year. I mean, missed a couple of my targets in the draft. That pissed me off pretty bad. But I think I got a good squad. Love Ben Roethlisberger, going to be a top 3 QB this year. Definitely top 5. CJ, I don't know why you guys are hating on CJ. I mean, I just sent Lucas a couple of days ago a paragraph-long list of arguments defending him. He's going to be very good. I'm looking for a top 5 season out of him. LeGarrette Blount, I know he's suspended, but lots of touchdown potential. And I can't wait for that Colts matchup because you know the New England running backs constantly crush the Colts. Julio Jones, my boy, 4 years running now. What can I say? I'm looking for him to be the wide receiver 1 in fantasy football this year, with Kyle Shanahan coming in and giving the wide receiver 1 tons of targets in the offense. Love Julio. Matthews, my boy out of Philly, awesome wide receiver 2. Really like him. Kelsey, awesome tight end. Wallace, it's a pretty good flex. Underrated. He's finished top 25 wideout in each of the seasons in the league, and I got him very late. Carson Palmer is a big question mark for me. If he can stay healthy, he's got a lot of weapons. And he played well last year before getting injured, so we'll see. Colts D, you're wondering why I picked the Colts, but just look at their first 5 matchups. I'm going to be streaming Ds all year this year. Stream defenses. Cody Parkey, yeah. Chris Ivory, I love him as an RB3. They're going to run the ball a lot in New York. Matthews going to be an RB1, strong RB2 if Murray goes down. Brown, got to have gotten him. with Carson Palmer. Same with Eddie Royal. Both guys, huge potential. Moneyball the cuff. So I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I think my team is a B plus and a top 5 squad. I'm not gonna give myself an A because a couple of question marks there. Overall, I think I'm a top 5 team, but you know, everyone says that about their team. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for my grades when this comes out and you guys see it, but this is just my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the season. And see ya.